Welcome back to The Four. Founded in 2017, Riley's Candles aims to save dogs within our community one candle at a time, with 100% of proceeds and donations going towards the high cost of surgeries for local pets in need. And we are joined by founder Josh Hart and the goodest of boys. Can we get a shot of sweet Riley? There he is. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thanks, Eric. We're thrilled to be here, and hopefully Riley chills like that the whole time.
I know.
He's being good.
He is totally just in the zone. He is comfy. He's good.
We do so much social media. I think he's used to the paparazzi, so he's used to the camera.
Cameras aren't bothering him at all. So tell us a little bit about Riley's Candles. First, for our viewers who may not be familiar, why did you start it?
Yeah, so at Riley's Candles, we like to say we're not in the candle business. We're in the dog saving business, and we're on a mission to save as many dogs as possible. The reason we started it is about 12 years ago when Riley was 3 years old, came home from work and he didn't meet me at the door, crazy sounds coming from the living room.
Oh.
He was paralyzed, and so we ended up, he needed an emergency surgery, and it was about $10,000. I was 23, 24 years old, didn't have that kind of money.
I mean, I'm much older than that, and I don't have anywhere near that kind of money.
Well, then, unfortunately, luckily we were able to save him.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it happened 4 more times over the next 10 years.
No.
So we've been able to afford the surgeries, luckily, but we've met so many people that haven't been able to afford the surgeries. And so many people have to put their dogs down just for financial purposes.
And that's heartbreaking. Oh, absolutely heartbreaking, especially I can only imagine what it's like as a pet parent who has to be faced with that horrific decision.
And choose between putting food on the table for the family or doing the surgery.
Or doing the surgery. Man.
So we started a passion project in the garage. We lived in Ferndale, Michigan at the time, just making candles, selling them to neighbors, selling them to family, and donating all the money. And then it just kind of kept growing and growing and growing. Moved to Traverse City, COVID hit, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to take this full time.
Yeah.
So that's history.
Now you're seeing, folks, some photos of what Riley's Candles is like now. So we know what 2017 looked like.
Yeah.
Tell us how 2024 is wrapping up for you guys.
Yeah, it's wild. We December was our best month by far. We shipped roughly 500 gift boxes out. So we do a lot of corporate gifting where we partner with insurance companies, banks, financial institutions, and we do all of their client gifts or all of their employee gifts.
Oh, gotcha, 10-4.
And then we'll individually ship them to all of their employees or clients all over the country. So we had candles going out all over the country in December. It was absolutely amazing. The store was, super busy. It was a great December for us.
And that was, yes, Riley, it was a great December for you.
He's excited.
It's a great December, Bubba. Now, speaking of the storefront, how long have we had the brick and mortar storefront for Riley's
we
Candles?
opened up October 31st, so Halloween of 2022, and we started off as simply a retail store.
Yeah.
We didn't get the foot traffic we wanted, so we kind of started figuring out how to pivot. That's where the corporate gifting came into play.
Gotcha.
Then we started candle making classes.
Oh,
so now we really use the
clever.
storefront. We're only open on Saturdays as a retail store. We do candle making classes throughout the week.
Gotcha.
And then we ship a lot of the boxes out of that.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And what has the response been that you've seen?
It's been overwhelming. The community has just been incredible. Folks like yourselves, the media has just kind of wrapped their arms around us.
Absolutely. It's a wonderful mission, Josh.
Thank you. And the exciting thing, we just happened about 3 months ago now, our 501c3 nonprofit finally got approved. So now Riley's Candles is the for-profit, but now we can also take, tax-deductible donations from corporations, from individuals.
Gotcha.
And so it allows us to raise more money and help a lot more dogs than just selling the candles.
So I know there are so many stories that you could possibly share, but if you could, you've shared with us Riley's and what inspired you to start Riley's Candles, but if you could, does a story come to the top of your head of someone that Riley's Candles has been able to help since you've started?
Yeah, I would say probably the one that was most touching to me. It was a family that had, the wife was on maternity leave. They had a little 6-year-old daughter. They had just got a puppy. They adopted a dog that was about 2 years old. The 6-year-old daughter let him out the wrong door to go potty, and it ran out into the road and got hit and shattered both hips.
Oh, no.
And so they were going to have to put it down. They were scrambling to find money, maternity leave. There wasn't money coming in. They got referred to us, and we were able to help. And we went and visited the surgery center, and the little 6-year-old daughter came up, bawling her eyes out, giving me a hug. And it gives you goosebumps. You're saving the entire family dynamic.
Wow.
You're not just saving the dog.
And that's something I try every time we have an animal on the show to instill in our viewers is that even if you don't agree, to the people who have a pet, it's a member of the family.
Absolutely.
And it's just losing, it's like losing a member of your family. And when you're faced with the decision of, as you said earlier, eating or giving them a life-saving surgery, what are you going to do?
Right.
So that is just, that's wonderful.
We try to do
Yes,
everything
Riley,
we can.
it's so wonderful.
The
Good
hard
job,
part is
buddy.
it's such a frequent problem that
I
a
know.
lot of people don't know. Like we
Yeah.
get way more requests than we can actually help
I
for.
bet.
But we try to direct to other services or do anything we can, help them get set up with care credit, do anything we can to try to help save that dog.
Yeah, and we can all do little things,
Yeah.
such as, hey, if you want a candle, go through Riley's Candles.
that'd be amazing.
If you happen to be a landlord, make it so that animals can live there. Charge pet rent, charge deposit, but don't break up these families.
Right.
And yes, Riley,
Riley, are you telling everybody to
go?
go to www.rileys.com? Is that what you're doing, bud?
That's a good boy.
Is that what you're doing?
Good boy. You's a good marketer.
Good boy, buddy.
You's a sweet, sweet boy. That face gets me every time.
But he's got a big stroller now, and he goes around and meets all his puppy friends. And
Meeting all your
we
puppy
get to see people.
friends?
We'll have people come up on the street and give us, high fives and say, "You helped us
all
save
your
our dog."
puppy friends.
And the amazing thing is, about 90% of the folks that we help save their dog, they turn around and end up being a customer or a person that donates. It's just become an
Guaranteed.
incredible family.
And the net's going to slowly spread out as time goes on. Riley, thank you for inspiring such a wonderful project, buddy. Yeah. And thank you so
Eric,
much,
thank
Josh,
you for all you do for the pet community and for the
yeah.
community in general.
And thanks so much for coming in
Fantastic.
and doing this great work, both of you. And we're going to make sure links you need so that you can connect with Riley and Riley's Candles. It's all going to be available after the show day over on 9and10news.com.